Hello, hi Angela. This is Taylor doing your discussion board reply. Hope you are doing well today and this week. The first thing I wanted to say is I love Chicago. My wife and I actually went on our honeymoon to Chicago. It's one of our favorite cities in the U.S. I hope you had a good experience living there. I don't get that you don't from your discussion post. I just wanted to preface that as well. But we love that city, and we just had such a wonderful time visiting there, and hope to go back someday. So thought it was fun that you included that in your post. I think what's something so special about um, worldviews and talking about them is that it's so specific to um, the individual and who and how they grew up and what home they were raised in and the influences they have, whether it be as a child from school or from friends or from anything. And I think what's great about something that I shared in my post is that I think your worldview can kind of evolve and change over time, and from learning from different people and experiencing different things, you can kind of learn from um, everything that you also grew up with. Because I think a person's home environment growing up is a big part of who they are as a human being. Even if you're trying to run away from it to a certain extent, it'll always be an influencer, a factor into how you make decisions and how you view the world. So I think that's fascinating, and I love that you kind of included that, even so specific, like you said, of growing up in Chicago. Like that is such a specific reference. Like people can kind of um, see from that oh yeah, you kind of grew up in a different way, and you talking about being biracial. I think even that has a specific set of circumstances and things that you went through that no one else, obviously maybe other biracial people will, but no one else can kind of take that from you. And I think that's fascinating as well. Something that may be maybe a bit, I don't know, childish maybe, but one of my favorite movies ever is Inside Out. If you haven't seen it, the Pixar animated film about this girl who it's told from the feelings in her head, and this 12-year-old girl. I hope you've seen it, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it. And something that what I love about that movie, not to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it just talks about how some feelings like sadness and anger and pain are things that we often, these things that we don't want to feel, we often need them in our lives to help get through time. So what I loved about what you said, we can choose what we do with the bad experiences, what you said in your post. I think um, it's so true. Like I like to say often, and I kind of coined it from Inside Out, is that it's okay to feel sadness, it's okay to feel anger, it's okay to have these feelings, but like, what do we do with it? And I think all of that can play a big part in how you view the world. It's okay to feel um, upset about a circumstance, or maybe it's okay to change and learn about and evolve your worldview. But what do you do with that? And how do you kind of use that to help further kind of coin in or further in your worldview, so that other you can maybe help explain it to other people and help other people try and figure out what their worldview is? Because I think a lot of people don't really think about it sometimes. I think it's something that's kind of naturally there. So, anyway, I hope you're doing very well, Angela. You did a great job, and keep up the great work. Thanks. Bye.